Muay Thai is an old sport from Thailand, 2,000 years old, and they eventually made it into a ring sport. We were allowed to use the elbows, the knee, the kick and the punch, and there's grappling involved as well. And it's probably one of the most popular stand-up sports in the world at the moment. Whenever I watched any martial art films or I had friends, they were always doing boxing or kickboxing, and these were the most effective sports. And when I started when I was 15, I just fell in love with it and never stopped 20 years ago now. For me, the events, the MK Fair, the amateur events, the same class as everywhere else. And especially the pro events, for me, are the best events we can fight on in this region now, with the professional style they do. And especially during this pandemic, still having events is just amazing. A lot of fighters come to me and they've already trained before. So they have to sort of learn my system and we have to gel together, which normally takes a month or 6 weeks. And then we start training for fights, and then the system comes together quite easily. Which most fighters train twice a day. Normally it'll be strength conditioning and running in the mornings, and then in the evening classes with me for 2 hours. And we all train together, all of my beginners and fighters all train together. And we just do an extra half hour, an hour at the end. During the camp, I'm always asking the fighters how they're feeling, if they have any injuries, how they're feeling about their opponent, etc. And we watch videos of the fights, and we get together sometimes. We have lots of females in our classes, and they only ever come in. Some females come in, they're really shy and they don't really want to get involved. And within 2-3 months, they're in the middle of the class, smashing pads, they're not scared of anything, and they just become more confident. And the more confident you are as anybody, it's always good. For me, to get into martial arts and to get into Thai boxing or kickboxing, it's one of the best things you can do, because it really keeps you honest. You know, when you're sparring and learning techniques, and even when you fight, there's no more honest than you fighting and you getting over that feeling of being tired and having to reach a goal. You know, it's the same when you train. You're going to feel like you want to quit, but then you have to carry on. And once you do that, it builds character, it builds strength, it stops bullying, it stops people becoming bullies. It's good for your health, it's good for everything really. I can't see a fault in it at all. At the end of the day, I've done it since I was 15 years old, and I wouldn't be here now teaching in the UAE if I'd never started. Who knows where I'd be. So it's one of the best things you can do.